No matter what you're going through, remember that better is possible. You're going to get through it. And you're going to look back and say, man, look how far I done came. But you still got other places to go. You still got more to get. You still got more to grow. It's your time and it's coming. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Flint Hatchet in one half of the Better is Possible podcast. Tonight is going to be a special show. This is episode 24 of the Better is Possible podcast. Luce will not be in attendance today. He has to be a super dad. So shouts out to him. Shouts out to Black Fathers, man. Salute to you, Luce. We'll see you next week. So you got me, which is cool, man. We gonna dig it. We got a great show on hand. There's a lot of things that's been going on. A whole bunch of stuff that's been going on. You still can talk about the August Alsina and Will Smith and Jada. August Alsina just dropped a song called Entanglements. If y'all haven't checked it out. Ziggy, a good friend of mine, has helped produce that song, so pretty cool to be a part of that. But pretty good song. He's riding the wave with the whole entanglements thing. So check it out if you got time. Go ahead, check it out. Like I said, this is the Better as Possible podcast. It's gonna be me tonight. Luce is not here tonight because he's being a great father. Salute to that, man. You can't knock him for that. So he'll be with us next week. Going on this week, man, there's been a lot of stuff. First thing on my mind, and I mean, we gotta pay our respect to John Lewis. Man, 80 years fighting the good fight. He had a great life. So 80 years and John Lewis has passed, but what he's done for civil rights movement, what he's done for fighting for equality, what he's done for the United States will forever be known. He needs a statue. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be more movies made about him, things of that nature. So if you didn't know John Lewis, civil rights icon, not even an activist, not even a leader, you got to respect that man. Put some respect on his name. Civil rights icon who fought the good fight for the civil rights movement and his actions to end legalized racial segregation in the United States. So he fought for, breaking that barrier where it's colored, it's white, it's so much segregation. And to see in 2020 all the things that came to fruition that most of the people possibly never would have thought would happen, he was able to see it. And I can only imagine 80 years of what you got to see and how much he had a hand in changing what people thought was right, whether it's holding people down, holding people back, not allowing people to be equal just because of the color of their skin. He was able to help make change. So salute to him and thank you for fighting the fight, John Lewis. Another important thing that he did was march with Martin Luther King in Selma, Alabama. So if you haven't seen that movie, check out Selma. Definitely a great movie, great history that was made by John Lewis. He will be missed. Just thinking about that, I'm like, it's 2020, and to see that all the things that he possibly fought for is the time starting to change when it was finally his time to rest. I saw this quote from him that says, I say to people today, you must be prepared if you believe in something. If you believe in something, you have to go for it. As individuals, we may not live to see the end. Very, very true. You may not live to see the end of what you're fighting for, but if you're willing to fight for it, trust and believing that you're going to be able to make some change. And he was able to make some change. Did everything happen that he wanted to happen? Possibly not. He possibly wanted way much more to happen when it came to equality, when it comes to African Americans having more rights and things of that nature. But to see 80 years going in and all the changes that were made because of him, truly a powerful person, truly a person who will forever be missed and will forever be remembered for all the great things that he's done for us. So thank you, John Lewis. Now, shout out to Better as Possible. Just wanted to let y'all know that. We're working on it. We're working on some merch. We'll keep y'all tuned in for that. But another thing, Kanye West. to sip my tea on Kanye West. Kanye. Is he back at it losing his mind by people going to say it's a mental health thing, or does he truly believe what he's saying? He went on a rant in Charleston, South Carolina, North Charleston to be exact, man. I used to live out in North Charleston, so when I saw that, I was like, God, dog, this fool acting up out there in Chucktown, as they call it, acting up in Charleston, and he went on to say that Harriet Tubman did not actually free the slaves, but she just moved them to another place where they could work for white people, and the crowd was in awe. Like, how could you say something that crazy? There you go. Okay, so we just gonna say it like that, man. That man's lost his mind, right? Kanye West has lost his mind, but for the fact that he's rambling like this, like, do you truly, like, sometimes as talkative as I am, it's hard to put into words what Kanye West is doing when it comes to how he's saying he wants to run for president, how he's so up and down at times. It's like he's bipolar. Like, I would never want anybody to vote for him to run a country. Not the United States of America, not a country, period. Not a country. Nothing. I'm worried about his family. I think Kim Kardashian runs the family, but that's my business, my personal opinion. But the man he's just out of his mind at times. But for him to spew that, do you think that he has enough power to get people to believe the craziness that he spews? That's my question. Because when somebody has high influence, when somebody has a platform like that, is it easy for him to just go ahead and skew people's minds? That is a rich history. Harriet Tubman is a rich history for all of us. To see the struggles that she had to go through, for her to have the mentality of going above and beyond to say that I no longer want to be a slave, and my people don't need to be slaves anymore. And the journeys that she took to get to where we are now. To get to where we are now, and for somebody to just spit on their name like that, and it's Kanye West. Come on, man. I don't even know if he needs to stick to his music, because his music trash to me now. Like, I think he's trying to push a objective. He's trying to push a motive or something. I don't think that his music is heartfelt like it used to be. Everybody says it all the time, man. I miss the old Kanye. Man, I remember in high school I used to wear the suit jacket with the button up. With the jeans were a little too big. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying, with the Timbs and everything. Polos with the flipped up collar. Yeah, I did it. I admit it. I did it. But I wanted to be like Kanye. He was moving, he was shaking. He truly believed in making change then. And now this Kanye here, it's like, dog, you so far gone. I can't even look at you. I can't even respect you no more. Anything that come out your mouth, I'm like, bruh, you setting our people back. Not only are you setting you back, but you have people looking at our race crazy because of your actions. How y'all feeling about Kanye West, man? I see Concept J said out of his mind. Yes, he is out of his mind. Crazy. If you guys are just tuning in, this is the Better Is Possible podcast. Flint Hatchie here. As you can see, my co-host, my other half, Loose Folks, is just not in today because he is being a super dad, watching over his baby girl, which is a commendable. You gotta respect a man. Love black fathers. I do have a special guest joining in a little later on, and I'm excited to have him on. We're gonna do a little interview, and then we're gonna talk what's going on in the world. We're gonna talk about feelings about Kanye West, John Lewis. Sports. John Lewis, speaking about it, going back to John Lewis, the Washington Redskins has possibly been the Washington Redskins for the longest with him. And in year 80, you have a change coming in where they're saying that the Washington Redskins may need to be changed. That's major. Was he pushing for the Washington Redskins name to change? Possibly not. But to see that, hey, people are starting to be mindful of how offensive things can be when it comes to different races. That's major. So like I said before, maybe not everything changed when it came to what he wanted to make change. But I know a lot of things that he had his hand in. He was able to turn the tides and make things a whole lot better for you, for me, for my future, for your future, for my parents' futures, things of that nature. He was a congressman since 1986 to 2020. My whole life. My whole life, he was a congressman, so he definitely had his hand in things and making change. So that's very commendable, man. So just putting that into perspective when it comes down to sports and the world and things of that nature, John Lewis had a hand in a lot of these changes that's coming into fruition. So that's pretty dope. Yes, Kanye West be cooning. Hey, for real. That's the best way you can put it, man. I don't know if Donald Trump done paid that man a whole bunch of money or something. Something gotta be in there, because for the simple fact that him being so blatant about downing our people, not bigging us up, but downing our people in particular. He was in North Charleston this weekend, and he had a rant, and he was talking about Harriet Tubman. He even pulled a African American girl on stage, and she was asking a question in reference to gun reform and safety and things of that nature. North Charleston is a dangerous city, a lot of violence out there. She asked a question in reference to gun reform, and he kind of I want to say he was just being disrespectful, really shady, throwing shade on her and things of that nature, and it was just disheartening. Because I know in one of our shows prior, we talked about how a lot of our African American women feel that the black men don't stand up for them, and they don't take responsibility for them. They don't protect them. They don't feel protected by black men. And to have Kanye West disrespect that woman like that in front of all those people, and then you know that that's going to be seen all over. That's going to be in CNN. That's going to be in Fox News. That's going to be all type of Instagram at you degrading that beautiful black woman who just asked a simple question. Man, this is important to me. I live out here in this area. I'm in Charleston. I'm in North Charleston. I see the gun violence. You don't live out here. You want to talk about how rich you are, but hey, these are real issues. If you want to run for president, hey, I'm asking the question. I'm posing this question for you. How do you feel? And for him to down her and kind of make a joke of her question was disheartening, man. It sucked. So Kanye West, man, hey, he can get the boot. He can get the boot, man. Tired of Kanye West. Somebody, whether it's just focusing on his family, like you say, focus on his music. His music don't sound the same no more. But if he were to focus on something other than the negativity that he's spewing, possibly you would appreciate Kanye West a lot more. But right now, he for the birds, bro. I saw that. He brought the white girl up there. I don't know what the question was with the white girl, but he was like, "Can I get a hug?" He's comforting the white girl, and when it comes to the black woman who was asking the question, he kind of downed her. He kind of played her. And could he have the same love? He could have. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you coming up here asking this question. That's important. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll show you love just like I show anybody else love. I'm out here saying that I want to be the president. But if you look at our current president right now, he do the same thing. And he gets so much love for doing that. So, hey, the blind following the blind, man. That sucks. But on to some other subjects. Like I said, we got a special guest coming on in a little bit. Very near and dear to my heart. Eastside the Writer is gonna chop it. He gonna jump in and we're gonna chop it up. What's going on with him? Get to know Eastside the Writer and how's he feeling about the current state right now? Being a black father, being a poet, he's used to be in the military. So all these things when it comes to, fighting the good fight for our people. When you think about the United States of America, the state that it's in, how's he feeling about that? And just chop it up in general, man. So, honey, what's up? Thank you for checking in. This is Better as Possible podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Definitely like, share, comment. Check out our YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube for sure. And catch every one of our episodes on YouTube. Better as Possible. He said, see the gear? Gear's coming soon. Gear's coming soon. Catch a vibe. Yes. I know somebody who knows somebody. Catch a vibe. Definitely. We're going to talk Catch a Vibe with Eastside the Writer when he calls in. He should be calling in a little bit. So, excited to have him on. Y'all hear me tell stories about Eastside all the time. Y'all hear me tell stories about Eastside all the time. That's my brother. That's my blood brother. When we get on, you probably won't know it. Some people say we look alike. A lot of people say we are completely different, but that's my blood brother. But I'm gonna let Eastside tell some of his side of the stories that I've shared on Better as Possible. From when I missed the Jordan shot, when he was out there fighting, him almost getting thrown out of school from ripping out Confederate flags. Hey, modern day Malcolm X, Eastside the Writer. Other than that, man, how are you guys feeling about what's the state right now when it comes to as we're slowly approaching the summer ending, people going back to school, homeschooling, working from home? How are y'all feeling in reference to that? Because this is Eastside the Writer. What's up, brother? He gonna be joining in. He about to tap in. What is your feeling about that? Some parents never thought that they would have to be teaching their child homeschooling. That was never on their mind. Oh, I gotta teach my kid the homework that I don't even understand, and then I gotta work, or possibly I gotta work from home, teach my kid at home. Where is my free time? Where is my space? How are y'all feeling about that? Hey, this is the Better as Possible podcast. Loose Vultures, Flint Hatchet, man. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, you comment, you share, and check out our YouTube, man. Go ahead and subscribe.
Pretty Enchanted. What's up?
That, man. Eastside the Writer. What's up, brother?
What's going on with you?
Hey, man. Hey, thank you for joining the Better as Possible podcast.
And no doubt.
Got Eastside the Writer. Thank you for tuning in, man. What's going on, brother?
Ain't nothing. Everything's lovely over here, man.
Hey, I appreciate you checking in, man. Thank you for joining the show. I was touching base in reference to the current state of the United States right now. We're talking about we're approaching school about to start. Parents becoming homeschoolers that ain't even thought about me. I done struck a nerve, huh? I struck a nerve.
This year, right?
Because you got my niece, you got my ride czar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How's that feel? Because I think that you're gonna be in that position where you got to be a homeschool teacher.
Yeah, man. It's even more than being a homeschool teacher, because you got to think about it. Like, you got to cook breakfast, lunch, dinner. So you're the cafeteria worker. You know what I'm saying? And then you clean up everything. So you're the janitor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even playing, bro. You have like 10 jobs. I'm like, I would never, bro. Damn, them school teachers, bro, pay them motherfuckers, bro. I swear to God, this shit is a whole nother level. I'm laughing, but I'm so serious because it's like, you don't want to slack and then your baby be slack behind, because the responsibility is 100% on you. You know what I'm saying?
True story.
Usually you have the time to just reinforce homework, reinforce reading. It's on you to teach reading, teach the standards of homework, teach writing correctly. It's all on you. You're not reinforcing anything. You're not getting the homework and reading and seeing, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. You got to learn how do I teach you to pronounce this word. You know what I'm saying? How do I teach you how to add and subtract? How did I learn? You know what I'm saying? And you
Right.
really have to do that every day. It's not like we did it Monday. Let's see if she got it on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. So it's really a whole different world. It's like the most challenging thing, but it's also the most rewarding at the same time, because when you look and you see your baby doing something that you actually took down the time to teach, you know what I'm saying, to try to instill in her, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, for me, it's like a dad reward, like, wow, I'm good at this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good feeling. I mean,
It's
dang, like to put that into perspective, like you're saying, like it's father, janitor,
all day.
homeschool, like
Like, bro, like single mothers, all that, my respect has always been high, but it's really at a new level because, in a sense, while Amber's at work, I'm with the babies all day. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And then when Amber come home, Amber need her time to relax and boost off from work. You know what I'm saying? And prepare for her next day. So
Right.
I'm sitting here trying to imagine, like, somebody does this 7 days a week, 24/7, rest of life. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
I'm like, wow, man. Shout out to them women, bro. For real.
Yeah,
This done taught
definitely,
me a
definitely.
lesson. Like I was trying, I respected without even really even being able to any feel what it could possibly be like. Now that I feel what it possibly can be like, it's like, wow,
Wow,
wow, y'all
that's deep.
doing that shit. Cause
Salute.
this shit ain't. I
It
be
ain't for the birds, bro.
well, hell no, this shit ain't for no bird. I swear to God.
Hey, salute to the single mothers, man. You are appreciated. It's not easy raising kids.
Wow.
It's not.
No.
Shoot,
It's a
I
blessing.
took
I love it though. I love it, but boy, this ain't no joke.
man, I took crew had a doctor's appointment today, bro. Had to get shots.
So
My boy had to get shots, man.
we ain't having that
Ah,
shit.
bro, crew let everybody in that office know that boy
That shit
he'll
hurt.
spray you down, bro. He peed on me. He peed on the nurse.
They ain't
Peed
giving
on
no
everybody.
warning.
Huh?
Ain't giving the boy no warning. Y'all ain't
No,
giving no milk to drink.
he was in there. He was in there yelling. And then I'm like, I'm over here because you gotta change his diet. You gotta weigh him and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Take a diaper
gotta be
off and
naked.
weigh him. So I
Yeah,
put him back in there. I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna get him dressed. And I'm looking at the nurse because she asked me questions, how's he doing, blah, blah. So I'm looking this way. I got my hand. I think I'm clueless on my end. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I got you covered up. And all of a sudden I see the sprinkler coming past my face. I was like, shoot.
oh, Matrix.
This boy done soaked up everybody. But
Oh damn.
like you're saying, like when it comes to single mothers, it's like, man, like that's an everyday job. It's
Yes.
an everyday job. You know what I'm saying? And they don't get as much respect. So with
Nah.
that being said, definitely salute to you guys, man. We appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do from the Better as Possible podcast. Thank you for everything that you do. Eastside of Rider, man. Who is Eastside of the Rider? I know you. You my brother, man, and I love you, man. You my best friend. But can you tell the Better as Possible family who you are, what you do, man, and just give them a spiel for you.
I'm Eastside the Writer. I go by Eastside the Writer because I write poetry. That's my vent. That's my gift from God. And all my poetry is usually my thoughts out loud. Like, really not good at talking to people. I really don't enjoy talking that much. So I just write it out. And it's like, if somebody catches it, it's like, cool, we're just on the same wavelength. That's what it was for. So as I go through stuff, I write it down and it frees me of it. All right, that's my way of expressing because I'm not good at verbally communicating. So I write it down and that's what Eastside the Writer is. Eastside the Writer is just my thoughts on paper.
Dope. Projects that you worked on and upcoming projects.
I started doing poetry albums in 2017. I dropped the first Catch a Vibe, just a poetry album. And
Catch a
then
Vibe.
I did Love Lens with Juice Boomin, another dope poet. We went to Savannah State together. Shout out to the HBCUs.
Nice.
And then
SSU.
I dropped Catch a Vibe 2, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
which I love Catch a Vibe 2. I felt like I did my thing.
Walk on the Moon.
Yeah, Walk on the Moon. Man, I feel like I did my thing on it. It's on all the platforms. If you want to look it up, just type in Eastside the Writer. I spell my name EASI, the Writer. And currently I'm working on Catch a Vibe 3. It's been challenging, as I was saying my creative process takes a while initially, but working with the kids all day and then trying to find that sweet spot to come back and work, it's like my energy is kind of, you know what I'm saying, already sucked up. I'm already tired from my day, so I really don't have the time to sit back and create. So Catch About 3 is on the way, but it's taking a little while. And then with everything that's going on in the world, man, I'm one of those weirdos where I feel like I feel with everything, you know what I'm saying? So certain things really touch me and they really drain me. So
Right.
with all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, all the bullshit going on in the world, it's like, man, my heart been just hurting, you know what I'm saying, and seeing different things, and like, it's like a roller coaster, man. We up, then we way down, you know what I'm saying? Then we up,
For sure.
then we way down. It keeps pulling you down, so.
That's crazy.
My creative process, man, I had writer's block for a while. But Catch About 3 is coming, and it's going to be dope, I promise you that.
True. I seen somebody ask, can we get a book soon? Hey, come on. Hey, Tupac wrote a poetry book. I think he's had to write a poetry book, bro.
Yeah, I got a couple books. I got hella poems on my phone. Yeah, we can get a book soon. Somebody help me with that process of creating the book, what I need to do, and then I fill it up.
Hey, network. You put it out there, Eastside the Writer, going to be writing a book. If anybody knows about the process of writing a book, link up with Eastside the Writer. Like I said, Eastside the Writer, and get that going. Eastside, talking about the current state in not only COVID, but fighting for equality, the United States of America. You are a former soldier. Salute to you for your services.
No doubt.
But to see those different perspectives, man, how does it feel to see it all? Because you kind of got ties in everything. You know, you're a black man, you're a black father, you served in the military. What's your take on that?
Man, it's like the roller coaster. It's like, for real, like looking back at my time in the military, I have no problem making the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? We call it a sacrifice. And it's crazy to sit there and think at one time in my life, I was standing in the middle of Afghanistan, willing to kill somebody for every life in this country. You know what I'm saying? That's my sacrifice. I was willing to die for every life in this country. I was there at war fighting for this country and everybody in it. Color, none of that shit mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? And to come back and see this shit like this, like, bruh, I was fighting for you all. I would have died for you all. I would have killed for you all. And it's a problem when we protest black people being killed. You know what I'm saying? And then to look like I'm also a black man. They would kill me. You know what I'm saying? It's a part, it's PTSD in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I see it on TV over and over. I see it on TV over and over. And then God blessed me with a son. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it for him. So it's like, damn, everywhere I turn, it's like this emotional pull on you, because it's like, damn, I would have died for all of y'all. I would have killed for all of y'all. Why are we all treating each other like this shit?
Yeah.
It's stressful. For me, it's very stressful. It's like, what the fuck? And then it's like you have close friends, or people that you consider friends, that are white, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, they haven't said nothing. Do you not see this? Do you not care? Can I trust you?
Well, that silence,
you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
volumes.
Yeah, it's like, now I have to pay attention to you. Because if you can't feel this hurt, man, if you care for every life and everybody, then why aren't you up here just as hurt as I am? If all lives matter, then why aren't you just as hurt as I am? That doesn't make sense to me. If all lives matter and you truly believe that, why aren't you hurting when you're seeing people on TV being killed? Everything that people don't have to die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even the worst person doesn't have to die. You can find a way to say, hey, we're going to take you into jail. And then if you're not upset, then how do all lives matter to you? It's an emotional roller coaster when you think about it. When I think about it, and it runs in my mind, and I try to answer my own thoughts. So it's like, man, you got to start viewing it from different perspectives. Like, whoa, do you really care? Does this really bother you? And don't tell me behind closed door that you're happy you're my friend. You better tell the motherfuckers out there. Them motherfuckers that need to know that shit. Yeah. Shit. So
don't tell me in secret.
Nah, it makes you like,
if you tell me secret about it, you don't want, because if I turn my back, you're gonna be talking. I feel like you'll be talking the same trash about me. You won't care about me then.
I don't even think it would be the same trash. It would just be silent. They may not even talk trash. They'll just be silent. They won't stand up. I ain't agree with them, but I ain't disagree either. Well, you on their side then? You know what I'm saying? You don't got to talk bad about me, but if you're not sitting here saying, oh, nah, we're going to speak up about that, then
Yeah,
you're the
I'm gonna
enemy
ride
too.
for you.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
gonna
can't.
ride for you. No, you ain't gonna ride for me.
Can't trust that. And it's weird, man. And it's sad too. You know what I'm saying? Going back to my kids, the things that my baby asked me, how do I explain these things to her?
Right.
Why are they so mad, Daddy? Why are these people so mad? How do I explain that to her, to a 5-year-old, without trying to give her a thought of hate? You know what I'm saying? Give her a
Right.
thought of, these people are mean people. These people are good people. These people are, how do I answer these questions to my baby and be honest?
Yeah.
It's troubling when you sit there and think about that. And then, you know what I'm saying, once again, her mother is black and white. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to teach, I'm not trying to give her no indication of separate people by color. She hasn't. She sees good and bad. But how do I answer these questions of why people are mad for her?
That's
It's
deep,
wild, bro.
bro.
It's wild.
That's
And she's
that's
5. And you know
that,
Zara? Zara's smart.
hey, if y'all don't know, my niece is inquisitive as all get out. She ask you a million questions to get her one answer. She don't play.
What?
And you better come correct.
Yes, because she will check you.
My dog don't play. I'm talking about she'll be asking you questions through a movie. If you don't answer her correctly, she will pause the movie and ask you the question. So you
Make
hey,
eye
pay attention.
contact.
Hey, let me
Make
see your
everybody
eyes.
good.
Hey, you hear what I'm talking about? So imagine at a 5-year-old, and one thing for certain, man, um, I love how you parent, man. I love how you parent.
Appreciate that.
I'm always watching you. I'm always learning from you. Definitely when it comes to Nova and when it comes to crew, I want to learn how to be a great father like you, man. So when it comes to trying to explain those hard conversations, you know what I'm saying? When you're like, hey, I got to be detailed, but I don't want to steer my child's mind to the point
Yeah.
where it crushes her in a sense. Or is she always looking at folks differently? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Luke?
What up, Blue?
Yeah. She's looking at people differently. You know what I'm saying? Or she feeling some type of vibe. Whereas ours, you know, she's a free spirit.
Yeah.
I, I
If you
remember
nice,
Zara
you
told,
happy.
hey boy, Zara, that's a wolf. My dog a wolf.
That's a wolf.
I remember Zara told my mama, boy. She told my mama. My mama said something to her, and she was like, my mom said, you should be scared of me. Shoot. And Zara looked her dead in the eye. She said, I ain't scared of you. I'm only scared of my mom and daddy. I'm a wolf. I was like, dang,
I'm a
like,
wolf.
bruh.
Hell yeah.
So
Ain't no
have
fear.
that mentality. She has a strong mentality, and to understand that, you know, there are going to be obstacles that you have to face. There's going to be difficulties in life, you know, but here's how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of comments coming in, and I apologize for not catching all of these, but definitely having a good conversation with Eastside the Rider. If you guys just tuned in, I got Eastside the Rider in. Luce is being super dad for Low, so he's it's
Loose.
me. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Black fathers. So I got my brother Eastside the Rider on to have a detailed conversation in reference to what's going on in today's world. What's it like being a Black father right now? Eastside's about to be a homeschool teacher. He didn't even sign up for that job, but hey,
Nah.
he's a homeschool teacher, a janitor, a cafeteria monitor, a principal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute to you, bro. No. But another thing, and I see AO said trying to explain to kids is so hurtful. Yeah, it sucks. When I gotta tell you the real, when I gotta deliver the real to you, and your mind is so like you don't know no limits. You don't know that if I go into a space where white folks don't like you because of the color of your skin, that now I gotta move a different way. Now I really can't be free no more. Now I'm starting to get in the cage right now. And what I mean by cage, like I'm a bird in a cage. I want to fly, and in my mind, I'm able to fly any and everywhere. But then when you start saying, "Oh, you can't go there, you can't go over there," it might be a little too dangerous. Be mindful of these cops because you know they might do you wrong just because of the color of your skin. You start YouTubing. Kids love YouTube. My daughter's 1. She watched YouTube all day. You know what I'm saying? So when she starts getting a little bit older and she starts seeing these things, there's plenty of deaths on YouTube when it comes to police officers killing black people, and you gotta say, why they kill them, Dad? What they do? The police asked him to reach for his wallet. He reached for his wallet. The police shot him. What happened, Dad? Why did he do that? It's hard to explain those things.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So another thing, Isaiah, speaking of the Confederate flag, man, I told a story about you and the Confederate flag. I don't think I did it justice. So can you please give us a detailed story about when we first moved to Georgia? We moved from Hawaii. We didn't really know racism when it coming from Hawaii. It was all love. But when we moved to Georgia, we started seeing the Confederate flag flying high. Everybody's wearing the Dixie shirts and stuff like that. And we was like, what the? Well, this ain't Hawaii no more. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Aloha State. We in the South.
We in the trenches.
Yeah, shit.
Now,
so can you tell that story in reference to when you were ripping, when you almost got kicked out of school and how Mom had to go ride on Grovetown for you?
Yeah. I'm gonna show it in a condensed fashion. Basically, you know what I'm saying? I was asking like, what's up with these Dixie outfitted shirts? I wear these Confederate flags every day. What it mean to you? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them. I always been one of them. If they would answer my question, I would respect it. Thank you. That's what it means to you. And I know not to fuck with you. But when I was asking like what it means to you, it always was the answer of, it's just this way we do it down here. It's just the South. It don't mean nothing. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't accepting that. So I got to the point where I was like, if I ask somebody again what it mean, they don't say shit, I'm gonna rip that shirt because it don't mean nothing to them. Because they always saying it don't mean nothing. It's just part of the South. Okay, bet. I'm gonna show you it don't mean nothing. So I asked somebody what it means to you, and it was like, shit, don't mean nothing. Bet. Rip that shirt. Was in the gym. was in the gym locker room. I ripped like 3 shirts in that motherfucker. Like, y'all don't give a fuck about these. Rip, because they don't mean nothing. So he went to go tell on me, but the bell rung, so I scared. I was out of there. And then walking down the hallway, it was me and my partner Kimbo. We had seen like 2 other dudes wearing Confederate flag shirts. So you know what we did? Ripped the motherfuckers then, but we got caught. So they took us to the office. Mr. Davis was the principal at the time. He was in there talking the most about getting kicked. What was he trying to say? What he was doing? Basically, he was complaining about the shirt. And I was asking, how does that, if that offends me and other people at the school, how are they allowed to wear these shirts? Didn't say nothing. So whatever. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna wear a Malcolm X shirt by any means necessary, and I'm gonna wear all black.
I remember that.
I do that, and I get called to the office. You know what I'm saying? It was a problem, and this is in 2001. I'm like, what the fuck? So basically, they were trying to keep me out of school again because I went on my rampage again with ripping these shirts because they don't mean shit. When I called my mom up there, I was like, y'all just don't know, bro.
You don't want to see her. You don't want to see her.
I ain't do nothing really wrong. Y'all can give me the attention I said, but y'all trying to keep me out of school? Bet. My mom about to shut this bitch down. So she came up there, and I was just waiting for her. She came up there, I was like, Mom, I feel like they racist. You know what I'm saying? This shit is racist to me. They're allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay? I haven't done nothing to nobody. I'm not making this. I'm not putting this in nobody's face, nothing like that. So this is racist. They want to keep me out of school for this. And my mom just went off on them. Needless to say, I was still in school, laughing at Mr. Davis like, told you. That's how I went.
You got the wrong one, huh?
Wrong one.
Hey.
That shit was mind-blowing to me.
Because they ain't never seen nothing like that. And that was crazy to
and also, like, that was our first time going to a school where it wasn't on a military base. It wasn't really military kid dominated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everywhere else we went to schools were all military kids. This is the first school that we went to that wasn't on base pretty much. So It was a whole different situation. These people, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to school with now are only from this area.
Right.
So they only seen pretty much perspective from this area for the most part compared to where we were going to school before. Usually everybody have been to multiple states or multiple areas and learned, you know what I'm saying, different diversities. So coming here wasn't like that. And that's where it bumped heads for me because I was like, nah, this shit don't make no sense.
This is not how we do things. I've been living this life my whole life. And now we get down here and you're talking about, I got to bow down to you. Dog, stop playing with me. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that culture shock will do it to you. We moved from Hawaii to the South to Georgia.
To Harlem, Georgia.
Harlem, Georgia.
Harlem and Grovetown, Georgia. Not Augusta. Harlem and Grovetown. Shout out to Harlem and Grovetown because it made me who I am. But when we came here in 2001, it was like, what is this? Well, we in the country.
Yeah.
It was a different life.
True story, man. uh, I'm glad you was able to share that story because I ain't do it justice like that.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
I was
because
really
mom
tired.
went out there and rolled for you. You know what I'm saying? She was. Hey, the one thing about mom, she with the business.
But yeah, she gonna go. She gonna fight for her babies. That's a
True
boy. That's a
story.
fact.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Salute to our
Gabby,
mom.
know. Hell yeah, Confederate flags everywhere.
Yeah, true story. Um, next thing I want to talk about is in reference to um your time in the service and to see more so the wave that people are taking. I know when it comes to like Kaepernick and kneeling, and now people are starting to say like, I notice what you mean. Do you feel that the country is moving in the right direction, or do you feel that we still got a lot to learn, we still got a lot of growing to do, and just making the world a better place? How do you feel about that, man? Because go ahead.
What you about to say? What you about to say?
I was gonna say because I feel right now that we're at war with ourselves in the United States of America.
Yes,
Like
we are.
not in different
Yes,
countries, we're legit at war with ourselves, and that shit is crazy.
yeah, I do agree. We are I think I was talking to my wife and I was saying like, imagine looking at America from another country perspective right now. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, not really knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The history behind what's going on, but look and see like these Americans are ripping down statues. You know what I'm saying? These Americans are on TV killing each other. They're in the
Right,
streets every day fighting with each other. These Americans. You know what I'm saying? You
right,
gotta look at it from a different country perspective.
right,
In America, we know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? We know what we're trying to get to the point of, but just imagine looking in from another country. It looks like we're at war with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're not on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So that is, I mean, that is sad. But as far as like kneeling and Kaepernick, it's freedom of speech, man. Like he's not spitting on the flag, doing none of that, standing on the flag, none of that. He's not letting the flag touch the ground. None of that. I can respect you. You know what I'm saying? I fight
right,
for you to be able to say whatever you need to say, and I understand what you're trying to say. You know
right,
what I'm saying? A lot of people made the argument, oh, it's disrespecting the flag. A lot of those same people didn't serve to go fight for that flag. So it's like, bro, mutual opinion. You know what I'm saying? You weren't even brave enough to make the sacrifice outside this country. You know what I'm saying? For this country. But you want to
right,
argue about somebody kneeling, disrespecting the flag? I think you disrespect the flag because you weren't brave enough to make the sacrifice to go fight for the flag. Go fight for that. And people say, oh, it's not for me. It's not a career. It's called a sacrifice.
right,
You make the sacrifice. It wasn't for me either. It wasn't no career, but I sacrificed. I said, okay, I can give this time of my life to fight for this country, to fight for the freedoms of this country, for everybody to be able to be free in this country. I could do that. It's my sacrifice. So I hate when people try to make that a big issue, like the flag was a big issue. If it was really that important to you, like you say it is, go fight for it in other countries. Don't fight for it on our own country with our own people that aren't disrespecting. Now, I'm not going to let nobody sit here and drag their flag on the ground or step up. Nah, we're not having none of that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But if you're not doing nothing towards the flag and you're just kneeling, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
that's deep. You said a word just then, bro. Like, if you too scared to go fight for our country, bro, don't come at me with that.
Yeah. Yeah, shut,
That's
shut, bro.
real. That's real.
There's people that really
Um,
hate us outside this country. Like,
yes, true story. Um, Dude,
what you think about Kanye, man?
he's a mother, man. Hey, that fool is an idiot, man.
Wow.
Like straight up.
I understand what Kanye's trying to say. Kanye don't know how to say it at all.
He
Right?
he has to work on his words and his delivery. Um, I just had said I put this into perspective. I'm gonna be mindful of my words, but I put this into perspective. What he said, was it actually wrong, but it was, right? Because Harriet Tubman did free the slaves. But
Yes.
if all the white folks own things, he was right with saying, hey, she moved
We
the
still
slaves
work for the
to go
white
work
man
for other white people, right?
at the
So
basic level.
so are you still being a slave in a sense? From perception, possibly. Hey, I got these black people that I can pay 25 cents where I'm paying my white people $2.
And usually, who's the, you know what I'm saying, highest person in the company?
Right.
White man.
I just
Now,
pointed that out. But when it comes to him consistently downing black people, you know
no,
what I'm saying?
that only statement is what I'm talking about with Kanye. I don't,
Okay, okay.
but Kanye, now I'm on that F Kanye. No, Kanye don't need to run for president. None
No,
of that.
no, no, hell
I'm
no.
just talking. I ain't with none of
No,
that
because we
Kanye
going to
except
war the day
college
that
dropout
person's so
Kanye.
bipolar. He's so
Yeah, I
bipolar.
couldn't.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I'm not supporting Kanye. I'm not trying to have Kanye's back. Let me be clear on that. I was talking about that one statement. I think what he was trying to say is exactly what you were saying. Like, yes, we know for sure Harriet Tubman had a big fact. She was a big factor in freeing African Americans from slavery.
Right.
In Kanye's mind, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to say, like, bro, we smart enough to work for ourselves. We smart enough to work for ourselves, but we're still working for the white man. He may pay us now compared to when they weren't paying us picking cotton, but we still working for them. And he's still
Right. You
making
still working
major
for the
money.
man.
You know what I'm saying? And still making major money. And you're making, I guess you could say, good money or more money than what you were picking cotton. But we
Mm-hmm.
can work for ourselves if we use our mind. You know what I'm saying?
His
That's what Kanye
delivery
did, but
could
he
have been a
says it so
whole lot
terrible.
better.
For that
Huh?
little statement, I said Kanye just says it so terrible. And I'm only talking about that little statement. Everything else Kanye does, I do not agree with.
No, I
Like
can't support
Kanye's
it. He was
wow.
in there crying. I mean, had a whole nervous breakdown. But
I didn't even
what
watch it. I
you're
just looked at that statement. I was like, okay, I can kind of see what you're trying to say, Kanye, but you're just too off. You know what I'm saying? You don't say it like, you know what I'm saying? You say it in Kanye's world language. Kanye's in a different world for most people. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying it for it to make sense. He just say it like, bro,
he's
you
not his
can't down
delivery
these
is horrible.
people. Of course, you know we're gonna, bro. You cannot down this women. You cannot do that. You can't say Harriet Tubman ain't do shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We got to light you up about that. You have to
yeah.
say it in a different way. Like she put us in a better position to help us work for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Right.
saying she didn't free us.
She didn't free the slaves, she just moved them to go work for somebody else. It was like, bro, don't disrespect our history. Because
Never.
without Harriet Tubman, could we still be in the same space? Could we
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
No, we wouldn't. And Kanye needs to probably sit down and talk to somebody and say these things before he goes out and blurts them out for somebody to be like, no, I get what you're trying to say, but this will make it your point come across clearer.
This delivery may help out.
Kanye crazy though, man. He don't need to be no president. He don't.
I see someone said the way Kanye talks is how I imagine how the snake spoke to Eve.
Hey,
Finesse the hell out of Eve, huh?
What?
But the way he talks is, I mean, of course, very passionate. He believes in what he's saying, but your delivery has to be a little bit better if that's what you truly meant. Because after listening to it, I took that, but it was just like you threw dirt on Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, you already did damage.
Everybody else down.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, if you go up north, there probably wasn't many African American ran businesses, right?
Yeah.
So if I moved you, I still moved you. You're not in the fields no more. You ain't picking cotton. You ain't getting beat and things like of that nature. But if you put into perspective that across the whole United States of America, there's racism everywhere.
Yeah.
So there was still some type of oppression. There wasn't like you was just, we're
friends now. You and us.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. You still was looked down upon.
Yes.
So therefore, hey, you start working for us. But I'm gonna pay you a little bit. So you may not be in the field, but mentally, you're free, but I still got you enslaved because I'm making you work for me for the little bit.
I'm still in control.
In return, you're gonna make me millions of dollars.
And I'm still in control.
And I'm only paying you pennies.
I'm still controlling you.
Same way slavery was. You're gonna pick this cotton, you're gonna make me millions of dollars. And all I'm gonna do is give you a place to sleep. But if you go up north, I'm gonna give you a penny, I'm gonna give you pennies. You're gonna make me millions of dollars, and you still gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole.
That's wild.
Sucks. Kanye ain't got no friends. He probably
ain't got nobody.
Friends.
Kim don't love Kanye. Kanye need help.
Kanye don't love himself, bro.
Kanye need help. Kanye really need help.
Himself, in my opinion. But in the same sense, Kanye West could say, "I'm perfectly fine. I'm saying what I need to say. This is what makes sense to me." And that's one thing about like being true to yourself in certain aspects, right? Don't bow down. Don't be listening to everybody else as your influence. But if this is true to yourself, this is you, what you truly believe, and you fighting for what you truly believe, okay. But in the same sense, please have some tact. Please have some awareness. Please have some type of education about what you're saying and how you're trying to deliver your speech,
Kanye
because
needs to do it back
you
on his
lose people.
audience. He got to do it
Huh?
back on his audience. You know what I'm saying? He needs to figure out who his audience is and figure out how to talk to those people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kanye just act like he talking to other rich celebrities all the time or something crazy like
True
that. You know
story.
what I'm saying? He needs to figure out how to talk to his audience. But like I said, I'm not supporting Kanye at all. But
Let's
those,
make that
like, that's
clear
the
again.
issue for him. You know what I'm saying? That's an issue for him. He doesn't know how to even talk to the people that he's trying to talk to. So
Right.
shit, he definitely said sounds super crazy because like, bro, what the fuck are you saying?
You
Nobody
started
gets it.
off. You started off wrong. You talking about Harriet Tubman?
Yeah, you started with the bullshit. She ain't do
Dude.
what? You're dead. Radio
Yeah.
silence. You
We
know what
don't
I'm
even
saying?
want to hear nothing else you said. Somebody said, "Oh my God, we gone." The person who was recording, "Oh, we gone. We out of here."
Out of here.
What you said? Harriet Tubman ain't free. Oh, we out of here. Slick says maybe lost himself when his mama passed. Ain't been the same since. Depression is real. Yes, us as Black people don't take it serious as we need to fix that. Yes, mental health is real.
Sure.
Depression is real. Hey, yes, very much so, very real. So you guys need to take that serious. If you need a counselor, if you need to go speak to somebody, take advantage of that, man. Because
Yeah,
don't
depression.
carry all these burdens on your shoulders, thinking that it's okay when you know you're really going through something. You shouldn't be depressed every day. You shouldn't be down and out every day. You shouldn't be. No, that's not living the life that you truly need. Yeah, you might have gone through some dark moments, but you still got to see the sunlight. Don't be okay with just putting yourself down and living that way. You deserve better. Better is possible. True story.
Fact, man. Depression is real.
Depression
Depression
is
is
real.
a, man,
It
it's a crazy
sucks.
thing. And once you're able
But
to
you
get
know
to the
what?
point where you could admit that you're dealing with something, man, it makes it easier for you to know that
That was the
I am
point that I was
not,
about to make, bro. You
I
took
am
it right out
not
of my mouth.
for real. You let yourself know that I am really not doing well. This is not my normal life. This is not supposed to be it. You're
I
beginning
don't feel
to start
good.
fighting back. You know what I'm saying?
It takes people to be in your circle. It takes people to be, hell, it could be a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Where you go sit on somebody's couch. It could be, hey, I just want to vent. I just want to tell you so I can navigate through these emotions. I can navigate through
Write
these
that shit
thoughts.
out. I
Because
always say, write it out.
at the end of the day, you deserve the best life. You deserve the best life. If you, even where you started, if it was in a negative situation, you deserve the best life.
Best, man. Find something to hold on to, man. Like man.
Hunt the good, bro.
Yeah, you gotta hunt the good. I've dealt with depression. I've been in some dark places before, man. And you know what I'm saying? I can speak about depression a lot. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take the time to about, but I am saying, like, man, depression is very real, very real. And even talking to yourself out loud about how you will beat whatever is bothering you helps. I promise you. Because I'm not a good person. I don't like to go talk to strangers. I don't like to go do all that because the way my mind works, I just don't like talking to people like that. So I always write it out or I talk out loud. Talk out loud and record it and then listen to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'll find ways to beat that thing that you're dealing with. These are things that I've done to come out of this hole that I'm in. And I honestly am so happy right now. I ain't never knew I could be this happy in life with just myself. It's crazy. Like, I can't believe that I'm this happy with myself. Dealing with the depression that I have dealt with my whole life, you know what I'm saying? And you know,
Right.
Flint, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be,
Right.
I'm very honest, like, to know that I was this depressed, that I could never imagine being this happy with just being me. Like, I'm just happy now. Like, I'm just me. And to
Right.
get there, bro, like, and to know, like, I could look at pictures. I'm like, how did nobody know I was depressed right here? How did nobody can see this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy that you can feel it and you can see it in yourself and people can't. So be open to at least find one person that you can say, hey, man, I'm not good today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm really just not good today. I don't know what it is. Because half the time when I be depressed, I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. I don't know what it is.
That shit
I'm
just
just
creep
not
up on
happy
you. I know
today.
the feeling.
You know what I'm saying? So just find somebody you can say, hey, man, I don't know what's going on. I ain't good today. It would help. You know what I'm saying? They may link up. Y'all may stay on the phone. Anything, but just to let some of that weight off your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold on to it, man. Depression is crazy. Depression is real.
True
For
story.
real.
Hey, man, if anybody's dealing with anything, man, hey, you guys can hit me up. I don't mind talking, whatever the case may be. If you want to bend, if you want to talk, if you want to touch base, I want you in a better space. Eastside, I'm proud of you, man. I tell you all the time, man, I love you. I'm proud of you. I salute you in everything that you do because I know that you dealt with some things. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we done dealt with some things growing up. You know what I'm saying? And to see the growth that both of us have, like, is admirable. But it don't stop there because at the end of the day, huh?
It's like we did it. It's like we still here. Like we did it. You know what I'm saying?
We did it, but at the end of the day, we got children. So we got to show them, hey, you know what I'm saying? You're going to deal with some things that's not going to be cool, that you're not going to like. You're going to have dark feelings. You're going to be sad.
Speak on it early.
Some days you may be sad more than one day, more than a week. But you know what? Here's what we had to go through, and here's how it helped me. Maybe this is going to help you.
Yeah. And then you're open to talk, to be able to talk. Like, baby, are you sure you're okay? Let's talk about this. Does that bother you? Does this bother you? Do you think about that? Because these are things that, like, for real, like, depression. My bad, you got 5 minutes. But with depression, it's like, in our household, bruh, never spoke about, right? Dad's like a robot. You know what I'm saying? Dad had a decision while he was at war to come home to bury grandma or come home before and see his mother alive and then not come home to bury his mother. The man didn't cry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this dude don't got no feelings. So you grow up and as us, we see Dad, that's a superhero. I'm going to try to be more like Dad. This is how I did it. Try to be more like Dad, and everything that was punching me. I'm like, I tell Dad all the time, I don't know how you don't cry. I don't know how you go through the things you went through. And doesn't happen.
We've only seen Dad, and I've only seen Dad cry like 5 times total my whole life. I'm 33. Dad cried 5 times almost my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know 2 times Dad cried.
Huh?
I only can think of 2 times Dad cried. That I seen him cry.
I was gonna say Grandpa
Rayvon, and
Jeremy, Auntie in Rhode Island. Because we had just spoke of her the day before, and that night she died.
Dang.
Dad was like, man, I need to go to Rhode Island. I gotta check up on her. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go check up on her. And that very night, she had died. We're going off on the spin, but definitely crying is not a form of weakness, man. That is definitely releasing that
cry in that shower, bro. Cry in that shower.
Bro, shoot.
Oh God.
Bro, we can talk about this. This can go on for another time, bro. This can go on for another time. Issa, I appreciate you being a part, man. I know we're running out on time, but this is the Better Is Possible podcast, and this is what it's all about. Being vulnerable, being open, having the ugly conversations, having those uncomfortable conversations that help people grow. Because of your vulnerability, because of us having these conversations, the people who's on here, who's taking the time to be a part of this podcast, have learned something or is going to grow from this, and it's going to be a whole lot better because of it. Like I said before, man, I don't care if we don't talk every day. If you're going through something, you can give me a call. I will stop everything that I'm doing. We could chop it up because I want you to be the best you could possibly be. If you carrying a burden, you know what? Let me get on the other side and carry that thing with you because I know that you don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Better is possible. Better is always possible. Hunt the good in everything that you do. Eastside, once again, man, thank you for tuning in. I love you, bro. Thank you for jumping on, man. I appreciate you. I may have to have you on some other time, bro.
Hey, just let me know, man. Hey, thank y'all for the opportunity. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for all the feedback. Sorry if we couldn't get to every comment.
Yeah, we couldn't read everything.
We really do appreciate that.
Thank y'all for it.
Catch a Vibe 3 on the way. I love y'all. All right, bro. I love you, man.
Catch a Vibe 3 on the way. Hey, thank you again, Eastside. Love you, bro. We'll chop it up a little later on, man. Kiss the kids for me. Tell Amber I said, hey, I love her. And Zara and Zion, I love them too, man.
All right, same thing, man. Love you, boy.
Yep. Yep. Hey, man. That's my brother, man. That's how we talk all the time. Genuine love, man. That's my best friend. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Better Is Possible podcast. It's all about being the best you could possibly be. It's all about hunting the good. It's all about knowing that better is possible. Regardless of what situation you're in, better is possible. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, like, share, comment, tell your friends, all of that. Subscribe. our YouTube, Better is Possible. Thank y'all again for tuning in. We love you. Have a good night. We'll see you next week, 10 p.m. Yeah. Let me read this one more time. I'm sorry. I say today, you must be prepared if you believe in something. If you believe in something, you have to go for it. As individuals, we may not live to see the end. Rest in peace, John Lewis. Thank you for everything that you have done for us. You might not live to see the end, but fight for what you truly want. Fight for what you truly need. Make your dreams a reality. Better is possible. Let's go. It's about to go off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Better is possible. No matter what you're going through, remember that better is possible. You're going to get through it. And you're going to look back and say, man, look how far I done came. But you still got other places to go. You still got more to get. You still got more to grow. It's your time and it's coming. Let's get it.